screaming like a
delicious person.
You're lovely guys.
We said it over.
Ew. He was in a car. Just kept sneezing all the way down the road. Yeah.
I thought that was like someone walking by.
Okay, so terrible lighting, but it's like 9 o'clock, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the first time that I'm picking up the camera to talk, but, well, first, I don't think Greg wants to be on camera, but first, we have to talk about Metallica.
Crushed it.
Crushed it.
As always.
Yeah, it was good. It was interesting to see it, like, from above, because I think the last time we were in seats was in California.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's the only time we've ever...
Yeah.
You've ever been in seats from. I was one time 20 years ago. But...
And we found out, well, Greg calculated, it was my 10th time seeing them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Last night was?
Yep.
So, bless you. So tomorrow is going to be day 11, or show 11.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
no,
crazy.
My 13th. I've only been to 2 without you.
And there's somebody I follow. We're friends with each other on Facebook. I won't say her name, but she's been to like over 100. That's a lot. But she goes like, and she follows them like city to city sometimes. I don't think she is now. I think she had like a hip surgery or something, so she might have slowed down a little bit. But she like, I think on Hardwired especially, she was going like to all the cities, like every single one. We saw each other in the sneak peek.
That black ticket.
Yeah, the black
all the shows.
But yeah, so the concert was fun, and then I don't know. I'm trying to keep all these vlogs in order. Like
I mean, the thing that sucked is we got there a little late.
Oh yeah, we missed.
Wolf or no, Mammoth WVH.
Mammoth, what?
WVH.
WVH.
Wolfgang Van Halen.
Was Mammoth Wolfgang Van Halen?
Well, it's just Mammoth WVH, but you know that WVH stands for Wolfgang.
Oh, okay.
I was just.
But
anyway.
we missed them, and we also missed most of Pantera.
I'd say 2/3 of it.
2/3. We saw like, well,
if I knew where to go with the damn ticket, that would have saved a few minutes too. I didn't realize we had to go through a special entrance.
Oh yeah, I didn't even talk about that. Greg got fancy seats.
Yeah. I mean, it was off of, SeatGeek or StubHub or something, and I liked the location because it's like the second level, so not all the way. Like I wanted to be first level, but like the lowest level, but then all I could see were kind of further back, whereas this was like in the front.
Yeah.
Like 4th row back, and like on like the second level.
It was a good view.
And it happened to be club seats.
Club seats.
So.
Which means we got to go up to a little thing and get some food and.
Yeah.
I think
we gotta go down for. Well, I don't know if we explored the whole thing, because if so, I wasn't that impressed. But.
Yeah, it was. I mean, The seats were nice. But it was
That's what I'd
good.
be
It was a
curious
good
about.
view. It was cool to see things. Because it's interesting. Because, I mean, this is weird. And I know this is very, like... I don't know what you say. Like, it's very, I don't know. I don't know how to word it. It's just a different experience. I want to say privilege because I know it sounds fancy and I sound like a brat, but it's like it's a whole different experience when you're in the snake pit and like you don't see the lights, you don't see like you're kind of in the middle of it.
I mean, I'm glad we're doing this. Like, I feel like in the future, I don't know. I mean, I guess the other thing about this is even if I wanted snake pit, it would have cost like thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
I'm about to pay that. Like, this ended up costing, a little less than when we were in the snake pit before, but it was probably still... I don't think it was actually at a premium. I think they were pretty much charging, like, face value, so it's still pretty expensive to be where we are.
Yeah. But, I mean, I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying, like, to do that, but I'm just saying, like...
The closer, the better,
I feel snobby being like, oh, it's cool to see it from up here for a change.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like a bee, but it is.
Yeah, but at the same
view.
time, like, we were still in pretty, like those seats were pretty expensive anyway. So like maybe a few sections over, you have a similar view, and it's I don't know, I'm not sure how that works. But these were like the center ones. That's kind of what I like.
Yeah.
I knew where they would be on the stage and everything. So.
So it was a good show. It was a good time, but yeah, we missed because we left here. Oh my gosh! See, this is the kind of stuff I should vlog. I should have documented the whole thing, but I actually drove. I think I said that in the last vlog. I drove there. But it was, how long is it supposed to take? Maybe 40 minutes? It's supposed to,
Well...
How many miles
if there's no traffic, it's like 35, 40 minutes. But then when we left, I think it was like 53 minutes or something.
Yeah, it took us like 2.5 hours just to get there. And then we got to parking, and we were all the way in the back of the lot, but it was free parking. But there were people... Oh my gosh, I should ask you, I don't know if we'll remember to do this, but I should ask you to get your footage from the camera. Can you do that? Like next time we go out, or next time we come back in?
What would you want to see off of
Get the footage of all the people, like, holding signs. Like, parking here. I'll insert it here while I'm talking, but it was like...
Don't let me forget.
$60, like, it was... Well, it was actually cheaper. It was like $20. Just random
to be honest, I
people.
kind of get it now. Like, actually might have been worth it. Like,
yeah,
because again, I'm pretty sure where we would have been, we would have skipped because even getting out of the parking lot, then we were in that line like down the road for such a long time. Like, I think we would have skipped.
We had to wait till the whole lot basically cleared out.
So I kind of get it now.
Which Greg said that, and this is going to be like a little podcast. This is just me like showing my face at the end. Pretty much, it's very boring, but to document, it's for memories, But Greg said that apparently when there's like a football game, I guess, like they offer people gift cards, like $75, you say, gift cards if you're okay with like being one of the last ones to get out,
yeah, like you
to
can't
help the
exit
flow.
the lot till like, I don't know, out of it 75 minutes after. That's
which I would do that like 100%, because here's the thing, I love going to concerts, I love the experience, but then when it's like time to get back in the car, like I'm tired, I'm grumpy, I was so irritated. And Greg was telling me facts about... What were you telling me facts about? Baseball facts.
Oh, because we were talking about things to do in Boston.
Yeah.
And I said something about Fenway Park, and then I started telling you about why Fenway Park's legendary, and then I started talking about the Curse of the Bambino.
I'm like,
and Babe Ruth, and kind of went into the whole thing.
It's interesting, but like when I'm in that zone, I just need to go to sleep. That's basically it. Oh, I just totally messed up my story. Anyway, we're going to come back. We're going to come back to the people that I was talking about. So the parking along the way, like probably, maybe like 20 minutes out, I would say. There's like people in their yards, like that people that have houses along the way. And the further out you go, it's like, okay, $20 and you can park in my yard. So it's like 20 for a while, then it goes to 30, then you go to 50, then it goes to 60. So the closer you get, the higher the prices are, because it's going to be like, if you want a cheap one, you're going to have to turn around and it might be gone, and you're not going to do that when you have to wait in a whole line. So it's just crazy though. And I said like it's interesting that people do that, but if it were me, like I told Greg, like especially if you have kids or something, like I want one probably like drunk, I quoted Kourtney Kardashian, I said drunk slob kebabs, like coming back and just walking in my yard. And even like other people, like I wouldn't trust people to park your car at some random person's house. They could be drunk slob kebabs at the house. So Yeah, that was interesting, but
who knows what we'll do tomorrow. We might park at some drunk slop kebab house.
Anyways, I mean, you saw all the exciting footage today. I already inserted everything, but we went to Salem, which is kind of, I mean, I talked about it, but it was really hot today. We're in a heat advisory. I think I said that yesterday. So we were kind of a little hesitant. Greg more hesitant than me. I was like, it'll be great. But before he even woke up, I planned, because I can plan things sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I do wing things a lot, but I had a whole little list. I was browsing things when he was asleep, and I sent him a little a note, and I'm like, okay, we could go to this parking place. It's just like a lot. It was $4 for the whole day. Like, there's only a few cars there, but it was a perfect spot because we walked 10 minutes and you're like in Salem. You're in all the businesses. We went to a place called the Commons, which is just like a little park. There really wasn't much there, but we just sat there for a minute. Then we went to the Salem, I think it was just called Salem Witch Museum, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Which was interesting, but we feel conflicted about it. I'll try to be brief here. But basically, if you don't know, the Salem Witch Trials, basically, women typically were accused of being witches, but for like things that didn't even make sense. Like one of the examples was that somebody was a midwife, and it was like a 60-some-year-old lady, 63 or 65 or something, and she was helping somebody deliver a baby, and the baby died, so then they thought that she was a witch because the baby died. Or like crops would die. I don't really understand that lady. That she just moved? Did she like move from somewhere, and like because she arrived they thought you must be a witch because all our crops died when you showed up or something?
Just like people, still use ignorance, and people just I guess not having the means to really understand what was actually causing different problems.
Right.
Need a scapegoat was kind of one of the themes of it.
Or I guess a girl. It said that she was speaking tongues, and like she would zone out and like have little episodes of some sort, and I don't remember what exactly, but something was wrong with her, and they had a doctor come in, and he was like, well, she's not having seizures, there's nothing wrong with her, like mentally she's fine, whatever. So then they said she was a witch. That's what Greg said when we left. He's like, you probably would have been considered a witch. Like, I'd go to doctors and they're like, you're fine, there's nothing wrong with you. Witch. But the thing that we feel conflicted about is that all this happened and all this was real and people died, but then it's also like kind of the whole business of the town is like witch themed stuff. And it's interesting, and it's like eerie and spooky. Like, I feel like around Halloween, like, I'm sure it does great, but it is interesting that like people are like marketing off it. Like, imagine if like that happened, or if like, you know, your mom or your grandmother, great grandmother, whoever was treated like that or killed, and then people are like selling mugs and everything else. Like, I mean, I told Greg I think people just like want souvenirs, like I was here, but at the same time it is kind of strange. But it's also sad because I feel like that's just like, at the end of the day, it's just people just making stuff up and like saying this is real when it isn't, and there's no proof, and then treating people horribly because of it. Because like I didn't know like 100% like what all went on, and to go to the museum was kind of like a last minute thing because some of the stuff I read about, it just sounded, I don't know, just kind of like over the top. It's like we're gonna have reenactments of what happened and do all this other stuff, and I don't know. I didn't really want to see that, but I think the museum was like, it was good. It wasn't too detailed, but it was detailed enough to like tell you what went on. And I said it was better than just like reading about it, basically.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, and another thing that I said was weird is that they have those gallows. I keep forgetting the name, where like you put your hands in the thing in your head, and like people take pictures in them and like act silly and stuff. And it's like literally people were killed, like in that, and people like take fun, silly pictures. It's just weird.
Maybe it's not called gallows. I thought that was gallows. I just looked up gallows and something else.
I think it was something else. Something with a G. I mean, if you just Google it, I guess it's fine to show. But there's like pictures of people, just like
what was that called? It didn't say it there.
No, it's just people in their pictures. Pillory. I've never heard of that before.
No.
Like somebody put a picture. It says it's like the knot. Like somebody's wedding website is a picture of them in that. together, like 2 of them, like right outside the museum.
It was used for public humiliation, often further physical abuse.
It's just so strange. It really, I mean, it's interesting to learn about it, but it just baffles me, the whole, like, whatever you want to call it that comes with it. But I've always heard of Salem, and I always wanted to check it out. So then we went to pizza place. We just picked up pizza to go because it was really hot and it was just really crowded there. So we were pretty much done for the day there. But we got it from Flying Saucer Pizza, which is really good. They have a decent amount of vegan options too. So, which again, you saw everything. But I'm just trying to tie these vlogs together. I literally have to edit, like as of right now, I have to edit the Ballyhoo. Like birthday and Ballyhoo is going to be a video. Then it's going to be concerts. And I talked about some eye stuff. Then it's going to be day 1 here, day 2, tomorrow, maybe Monday. I don't know. But that's the end of this day. I was going to say something else. I don't know what. I don't know. But in that area, if you go in that parking lot, everything, did I say this already? Everything's like within like probably 10 minutes of each other that we went to. So. Walking, yeah. And I organized all this. Are you proud of me? Mm-hmm. He already said he's proud of me, but I just had to ask him for the camera.
Good job.
But
I'll figure out before I even woke up.
Mm-hmm. But I will end this here. I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow. We probably are going to leave a bit earlier to try to find a somewhat better spot. Because tomorrow is night 2. And that means Five Finger Death Punch, Ice Nine Kills, and Metallica. Which I wore my Ice Nine Kills shirt today. I was going to wear it tomorrow. But like, you have to wear Metallica to a Metallica shirt.
You do?
I do love Ice Nine Kills.
Kicked out.
But yeah, so I just wore today. And it's white too. So it was a little bit cooler. But oh, one more thing. The Ben & Jerry's, I started the vlog, so I'll end it talking about this, with the Ben & Jerry's vegan chocolate chip cookie dough milkshake with chocolate sauce on it. It was so good. Greg even liked it. Mm-hmm. Greg liked that. He liked, he also had a root beer float, yeah, when we went to see Ballyhoo. But you'll see, you already would have saw that by the time you see this. I have like literally a month of vlogs to edit, probably. I'm gonna be posting until December, but we'll get there. But yeah, it was really good. I know Ben & Jerry's, they have a lot of like non-vegan options, but I feel like, I've talked about this before on this channel, but I feel like it's important to get the vegan stuff, even at places like that, so then there's more demand, and they'll have more vegan stuff. And it was tasty, so. Yeah, but we will see what tomorrow holds. I feel like it's going to be a hectic day, so I will do my best to vlog, but we will see.